she'd go running toward the basket. She'd stop flat-footed and then jump. I said, we got some work to do here.
Well, and then that's how I got my nickname is Slow-Mo. Because of Grandpa, yep. That's how I was really good at showing everybody my slow motion, how to do a layup. That man right there. That's right.
Like this.
I forgot all about that picture that you sent to me. I think that was in La Jolla with my basketball jacket.
Oh, yes.
I think we were on a trip.
I sent you some great pictures.
And I loved that picture. And I said to Carol, I said, I just was looking through my Navy pictures not long ago, and I saw the picture. I took a picture of the guy that I was with.
Okay.
But I don't know that I'm not. Yeah, and he took that picture. So, yeah, I had forgotten all about it. Yeah, I like that picture.
No.
I sent it to Sherry and says, "Oh my God, you and Jason, a couple of stud muffins."
That's right.
She said, "Jason looks like you in that picture."
Mm-hmm. Dad, do me a favor. Once again, tell me what you did in the Navy. I know it was diving, but I get confused because you were diving, but you were also on the basketball team.
Well, it's a long story. So I'll tell you when I got more breath.
Just the name of your position, or is that what it's called, a position?
I was in Underwater Demolition, a mineman.
There we go.
Yeah.
The rest of the story I'll get another time.
Yeah.
Underwater Demolition, a miner?
Mineman.
Mineman.
Mines, worked with
Ooh.
mines.
Wow.
We were trained to, supposedly going to Korea to clear the minefields in Wonsan Bay for the invasion. That didn't happen because they signed the armistice. But I was on a destroyer mine layer, and that's what we were going to do. We were the first ones to actually be trained in mine warfare. All before that, nobody really knew that much about it. So, anyway, there was a clip on National Geographic or History,
Maybe the History Channel.
and it was one of those things that just blew out of my TV archives that I kept to watch and to show somebody what
you were
I
doing.
did.
Oh, look.
And it just went
There's a cool word over there.
blew out of there.
It's a hawk. It's right there. You might have missed it.
So yeah, we were free divers. No tanks or anything like that.
I think it was
We were so sophisticated we
the
used
eagle.
bolt cutters.
I mean,
Bolt
hawk.
cutters?
I mean,
Well, some of the mines were floating mines. When you laid a mine from a ship, it was on
here's my
it
bubble
was on
bar.
an anchor like
Yeah.
a box. Then that's that round mine you always see with the things sticking out and
Where's my mom?
they're floating on the top. That's bullshit. They were set, once that was hit the bottom of the ocean, these were shallow water mines. Once it hit the bottom of the ocean, it was timed. Then this was on a cable and a winch to go to the depth set on the mechanisms for the depth of this ship's hull that you wanted to get. So if you wanted to get big ships, you left it lower in the water. If you wanted to get little small ships, you would raise it up to where they did. Normally they were used for larger ships because they'd let the small ones go over and then the larger ships say, okay, then it's safe, and then they'd hit them. The prong went over and made an electrical contact, is what, then it exploded.
Mm.
But there were other mines. There were pressure mines that were round. I mean, they were big. They were like bigger than, say, a water tank, hot water tank, if you will. And they laid on the bottom of the ocean. All of these are fairly shallow water mines. And when a ship went over them, it sets up a pressure field in front, a wake in front of it. As it goes over, there's a lull here in between amidships. And then that's when it would blow it up amidships, because it would trigger it as the bow went over it, the wake. It would set the timer. Then as soon as it got to the non-pressure area, it blew. Then there were magnetic mines, very much the same size, that laid on the bottom, of course, and they only would explode. They set up a magnetic field, metal ships, steel ships. That's why they used a lot of wooden hull ships to sweep mines, because the magnetic field that the metal ships set up, that's what blew them up. So different kinds of mines. Hard telling what they got nowadays. I have no idea. Probably basically the same.